Hi, how are
Hi.
you today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. My name's Randy. I'm with HR at FedEx, and I'll be conducting the interview today. And I'm just going to ask you a few questions to get to know you better. This is for a manager position, and so I just want to kind of see how you fit in. See. Um, Tell me about yourself.
Well, my name is Logan Meekum, and I'm a student at Utah Valley University, majoring in business management. I've been working at FedEx for almost 3 years now. Since then, I have developed many skills, one of them being leadership. I personally trained over a dozen new hires, and they come to me for advice, and I help them out as best I can and point them in the right direction. I'm a dangerous goods agent, and I am very dedicated to my work, and I look forward to this opportunity to become a manager.
Okay, great. Thank you. Let's go through a few questions for you.
Okay, great.
Tell me about a time you showed initiative. What prompted you to get started, and what were the results?
Well, I'm a dangerous goods agent, which means I have to deal with dangerous material that shippers ship out. And there's a system that we have for that, and it was old and outdated, and there was a new one coming, and we had a deadline of January, and it was November at the time. And my manager approached us and said that we had to get it done by January because the old system would go away. So I decided that I'd take the initiative and I would watch all the videos and get hands-on experience with the software and figure out all the glitches and all the problems. And we ended up figuring it out by December, and we had plenty of time to get it adjusted so that our sort would run smoothly.
Great. What was the most useful criticism you've ever received from your immediate supervisor? How did you embrace this feedback and achieve a positive outcome?
There's this one package that some of the labels were messed up that were messed up in dangerous goods, and I overlooked it, and one of my peers ended up catching it before they sent it out on the truck. So everything was fine, but I felt bad about it because I messed up, and the manager came to me and noticed that I was like frustrated about it, and he just told me, he's like, hey, like, things happen, situations happen, you just gotta like get over it and just do your best next time. And since then I haven't had an incident with messing up on any dangerous goods packages.
Thank you. What do you feel you have to offer above the average employee when it comes to accomplishing your daily responsibilities and goals? Can you share a specific example?
Well, first off, I'm very punctual. I'm very reliable, and I take pride in my work. I try my best every day to just get the job done and make sure that I do the best that I can. There was this one time where my coworkers were just standing around and there's stuff to do, so I decided that I would go down and start unloading some trucks just to get our volume out, and my coworkers noticed and they decided to come and help me out. So it ended up being in a very productive day for us.
Thanks. Describe a time when you elevated the level of value you brought to a customer over time. How did you accomplish this?
There was this printing company that ships with us, and they would send out normally around 1,000 packages, and they decided that they wanted to ship out around 6,000, which would be very rare for us and would strain us a little bit. But my manager accepted because he knew he was faithful in our team, and we came in early and stayed late every day for about a month just to get it done. And the printing company was very impressed with us and the results, and they bought us dinner and sent us a note saying how grateful they were for our dedication and all that we've done for them, and they're still shipping with us today.
Thanks. Can you recall a time when you were less than pleased with your performance? What did you do about it?
I remember this one time where one of our trucks had to be departed at a certain time in order for the freight to get out on time. And there was stuff to be done, and there were some new hires at the time. And I decided, instead of telling the new hires what to do or how to best do the job, I decided I would try to do everything myself. And it ended up not working out for me. And the truck ended up departing late, and the freight was late. So I learned from that to delegate the work to be more efficient for myself and for our team and our station.
Describe your level of competitiveness. Can you tell me about a situation where your competitiveness helped you achieve better results than your peers?
Personally, it's my personality to be competitive. And we have this goal to get a certain amount of scans on packages each day. And I decided, hey, let's try to do this challenge to see who can get the most scans today. And they were all about it, and we did the challenge, and it brought about teamwork, and we had a fun time doing it, and we hit 100% on our goal. And I got the most scans that day, and it was just a good team building exercise, and we still continue to do it just every once in a while, and we still hit our goal each and every day now.
That's great, thanks. Think of an example when one of your customers was not pleased with something you or your team did. What was the situation, and how did you recover?
There was this dangerous goods package that had to be rejected because of some paperwork. And we called the shipper and told them that they had to come pick it up because it's our policy that the package can only stay at our location for 30 days or it must be destroyed. And they didn't come pick it up in 30 days. And one of my coworkers worded a voicemail very different. They could have done it better, and it came off as rude. So the company, one of the members of the company got mad and complained to my manager. My manager brought us in and told us that to fix it. And so we called them up and apologized and asked if there's anything we could do. And the manager of that company came in and said that he understood it was our policy, and he appreciated us calling and giving us the respect that he wanted, and we ended up still shipping with them this day.
Give an example of a time when you successfully persuaded your peers to change their minds and follow your recommendations. What was the situation, the results?
Right. There are certain positions, as my job duty, there are certain container positions on how we load the cans with packages. And I suggested to my coworkers that we change it, and they were hesitant at first, but I persuaded them to just try it for a day, see if it worked. And it ended up being really efficient for our package flow, and we ended up hitting our goal. And so we tried it out for a week, and it stuck, and we still use that orientation today.
Can you share a time when you were able to directly attribute your probing skills to solve a problem with a difficult customer?
I remember this one time where I rejected a package because of some paperwork issues, and the customer got really mad and started yelling. So I calmly just said, how about you come to the station and we can try to figure it out. And they came to the station the next day, and I told them what was wrong with it and how to fix it. and I explained to them that if this package did get accepted and it got caught by the FAA, that they would be fined and our station would be fined. So I told them that it was more just of our safety and being just trying to protect both of us, so that way we could not have any issues in the future. And they're very appreciative, and we're grateful that that I explained how to do it. And
Good. Glad you caught that. Tell me about a time when you identified a new or unusual or different approach to addressing a problem or task. How did you come to this solution, and what was the outcome?
there was an employee that used to set up the PM sort before I did, and they moved on in advance within the company. So my manager came to me and asked if I wanted to set up the sort alone, and I told them that me and my fellow coworkers should set up just to see if we can maybe set up faster. And we ended up setting up in half the amount of time that we used to, and it was way more efficient, and we were able to start the sort earlier. That way we could get the freight out earlier than what we were normally doing.
Good. Well, thank you. You did answer the questions real well,
Thank you.
and appreciate you coming in. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah. In what time frame will you be considering hiring the new manager?
We need to have the new manager in place soon, so we'll be hiring we'll hopefully have the manager hired next week. So by Friday, we'll let you know what we decide, one way or the other.
Okay, awesome.
Other questions?
Yeah, if I did get the manager position, how many employees would I be in charge of? That way I can best prepare for it.
Typically, you'll have between 20 and 25, depending on the time of year. It fluctuates when we come towards peak season. When we need more help, it'll go up, but typically 20 and 25.
Okay, awesome.
Any other questions?
I think that about does it. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I look forward to hear from you.
Okay, you'll definitely hear from us next week. Thank
Awesome.
you for coming in.
Thank
Nice
you so
to meet
much.
you.
Yep, nice to meet you. Have a good day.
You too.